Friday! Welcome! Yeah, it is Fitness and Nutrition Friday, the last day of the Specials Challenge Week. But before we do that, we need to do some housekeeping. Housekeeping, not necessarily cleaning the house, but that's the term. Housekeeping. I want to clarify some things so you guys are aware. Now, this whole series, At Home with Coach, I'm going to tell you how I'm doing the grades so you guys understand. It's got to be a way that I can see that you're participating and that you're somehow checking in with me. Now, unlike teachers that have 20 or 15, 25 kids, I have 550. So the best way to do it is for me to just be able to know that you're participating. You know, one of two ways. You can sit there and comment below and let me know how you're doing. If I asked you to do a task, a game, or we did a different exercise regimen, if you will, then you have to let me know how you did, how you fared with that. Other way is email me. My email is benjamin.faringer@ocps.net. You could also email me. I'm getting a lot of emails from parents showing pictures of the kids doing what we're doing. I love it. That just shows me that's evidence that you are participating and doing the tasks at hand. Now, those of you guys that do participate and check in with me, one of those two ways, you'll get outstandings. You know, I'm keeping track of those people that are participating, and everyone else, I know you're doing some kind of physical activity, so you're going to get satisfactories, definitely. I mean, you're not sitting there doing nothing, but you participating actively is how you're going to get outstandings with me. Now, I'm trying to create something so you guys understand that you can do solo by yourself, because some of you guys don't have brothers or sisters, so you can't do different games. A lot of the stuff we do at PE require big groups, so it has to be something that you can do solo. Two, it's got to be something that you can do at home, because you know you can't be roaming around the neighborhood. Sometimes parents possibly don't want you playing with other families or other kids, so it's got to be something you can do at home solo, and something that's limited equipment, because you don't have access to a baseball bat or a golf club or something like that, or some of these giant equipment pieces that I have at school under the pavilion or outside on the field. So it's got to be something that requires minimal to nothing. And so, you know, the other aspect is it's got to be safe. I can't sit there and try to teach you guys how to do different gymnastics and then you get injured at home, and that's on me. So it's got to be those four things. So that being said, I think calisthenics and warm-ups is something that we can do, and we've been doing. That's something that you'll continue to do, whether you're in 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, and when you transition to middle school or high school, you still have gym class where you're doing these things. Or if you're doing any kind of organized sports, whether it be soccer, baseball, you're doing these basic calisthenics from here on out. All right, before we get in our EWOD, which will be a high-intensity training today as well, I want to go over this little slideshow to go over my plate and nutrition.
All right, let's talk about nutrition, the 5 different food groups, and what is my plate. Sorry about the ends cut off. Okay, vocabulary words. You know some of them. I want to point out some that are important. We're going to talk about our fruits. You see in the first column, vegetables, protein in the middle, grains, and dairy up in the first corner as well as my plate. We're going to go over these in a second, but I want you to be familiar with these words, which some of you guys have already seen and memorized. We talked about it before. The 5 different food groups, you see grain, vegetables, fruits, proteins, and dairy. Grains, you see examples like bread. I see crackers, you see oatmeal, vegetables, corn, peas, potato, carrots, broccoli, fruits, strawberries, apples, bananas, grapes, protein, any kind of meat, but also you see beans, eggs, poultry, and dairy, ice cream, milk, cheese, yogurt. I know you guys love dairy, but there are importance of other food groups. Now, my plate, you can see how it's broken into different things. You see fruit, vegetables, grains, proteins, and dairy in the corner. And it breaks down on the left side the different percentages you should be eating on my plate. So make sure it's proportionate on, how you're supposed to be eating.
All right, great. So hopefully you guys can somehow show me what you have for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can do it via my plate. You could even get an actual paper plate. Put the food down, take a picture, that's awesome. You can email it to me. Comment below, type out what you had in regards to all the food groups. Show me that you understand the 5 important food groups and how proportionately you're supposed to eat that much based on my plate. Now, are we ready to do this? I think we are. All right, we're gonna be doing this like we did the other day in real time. So, like where you're throwing it to the TV and you're watching it live and you're doing this in your living room, or if you're taking a tablet or your phone out in the driveway to do it, whatever you're doing, we're doing it in real time. This is going to be one constant long video. So I have my timer set up. So they're going to be in intervals. So you're going to be doing an exercise, and then there'll be a 10-minute rest. Then the exercise for 20 seconds, a 10-minute rest. The exercises are going to be as follows. First, jumping jacks, then on the ground doing leg lifts for your core and abdominal strength, then squats, push-ups, followed by dips for the back of your arms and your triceps. All right, so we are going to go straight into this. Hope you're stretched out, ready to go. We are starting this in... Here we go. First thing we're going to be doing is jumping jacks. You're going to hear the timer. When the timer goes off, that's when you stop. We're doing this in live time. We're not even counting. We're going by the timer. You hear the buzz. Resting. And if you want to be challenged, you can do it faster. You can do more. Or if it's too difficult, you can scaffold it down and do less and slower. So that was the jumping jacks. Next thing we're going to be doing the leg lifts. So we're going to be on the ground. Timer went off. We have to do this a total of 20 seconds. Legs down, legs up. Legs down, legs up. Legs down, legs up. Rest. 10 seconds. Next exercise, get ready for the squats. We're going in. Resting. Next is push-ups. Get ready for that. Count down. Go. We're not counting. We're just going until the beep. Beep. Resting 10 seconds. Next one are going to be dips. Remember dips. We're going to be on the bottoms like this. Arms behind you and you're dipping your body. Dipping your body, pushing it up. Working the back of your arm, strengthening your arms. Rest. Jumping jacks again, we're back to the top. Ready? In. Again, if it's going to be challenging, you can go faster. Resting. Leg lifts, make sure you get ready on the back. If you want to place your hands behind your back so it's supported, you put on the side. But here we go. Until the timer goes off. Three, two, and timer. Rest. 10 seconds. We're going for squats. Yeah. All right. Get the second rotation in. And squat. 10 more seconds. Push-ups, 10-second break. Dipping it out. And 10 seconds, stop. 20 seconds of dips. And we're done. All right, I want to see that mod plate next week. See you later.